incredible battles between good and evil. There is no doubt that in the various religions, the human being has always had a permanent confrontation between evil and good. Perhaps the most widespread known story about evil is that of Lucifer, who before his expulsion from heaven was one of God's favorite angels, baptized the leader of all light, and chosen as the first angel for the creation of the earth, because he was considered the most precious and intelligent. But the vanity, the pride of Lucifer to boast about such a task, dragged him to revolt against God, as he aspired to be the only great Lord on earth. He convinced other angels to join his rebellion. However, he lost the battle before God. So he was expelled from the kingdom of heaven, along with the other angels involved. Upon being sent to hell, Lucifer was called Satan, which translates as contrary to God. Since then, Satan always seeks to pervert all mankind to go against all divine commandments. But it is not the only confrontation, since a second great combat between God and Satan is expected. According to the Bible, perhaps the most widely read book, in the writings of the Apocalypse, Satan will succeed in deceiving all the nations of the planet, supplanting God and imposing an absolute reign. At the end of time, God will return to earth to fight once again against Satan, to confine him to the abyss of hell, a desolate place where there is only pain, weeping, and lamentation, where souls wander aimlessly, and where sometimes the high intensity of cold and heat wreak serious havoc. Goodness as a dualism is inexorably linked with evil. Thus we see that in every cult and religion there are very powerful gods, benefactors and builders ones. But there are also very harmful and devastating ones. During the antiquity, many people considered certain demons as very powerful deities, in which some profit or benefit could be sought and found. Many cults demanded this respect in rites and bloody sacrifices that today's religions judge as cruel sins. The very wide cultural diversity produced that many of these great demon gods marked their names in different civilizations. Thus it is thought that the invocation of these demons is linked to calling them by their real names, as is formalized in all exorcist rituals. So the Christian Church tried to erase or change their real names in order to generate confusion among its faithful followers. Next, we will tell you about the less common demon gods that we understand are among the most powerful and frightening in the world. Pazuzu, represented in the classic film The Exorcist, comes from Sumerian mythology, from the first civilization in the world. It was a demon that provoked aggressive stormy winds and tornadoes. He also had great power over pest and plagues. Anthropomorphic figure, that is to say, with shape and appearance of a human figure, he was shown with the head of a dog or a lion, sharp claws and horns, very long eagle wings, and an enormous tail with a scorpion's sting. His raised right hand means some creation, and the left hand placed downward represents some chaos or destruction. It is considered that he had a special power to make other extremely evil demons return to hell. Moloch. Moloch is known in the Bible for being the god to whom child sacrifices were made at shrines outside Jerusalem. His attribute was fire, and found wide diffusion in many cultures. He was associated with Beelzebub, the lord of the flies, a concept used by the Hebrew people to mock the god Baal, since the sacrifices offered to him were those of infants and young people, whose rodent flesh, with the heat of the desert, attracted huge swarms of flies. He was represented as a human figure with the head of the male sheep, the ram, seated on a majestic throne, with a crown and thick staff. Bizum, coming from Hebrew mythology, she was a misogynistic female demon. She was believed to be the executor of many evils, especially to women. She possessed an extreme aversion, high contempt, and deep hatred towards motherhood, and used to intentionally participate in all abortions. She was also thought to be the cause of all premature death of newborns. It was used as plot in the movie The Possession in 2012. Belphegor probably has its origin in Upper Mesopotamia. He had the skill to induce, incite, and tempt every human being with health, earthly goods, and lusts. But deep down, in the background, he only spread and propagated quarrels, mistrust, distrust, madness, paranoia, and vagrancies. It is related to the most perverse, disgusting, and twisted sexual perversions and deviations, such as urine rain, urophilia, or eating feces, coprophagy. The best offering to the demon Belphegor was fresh excrement. Lamester was a Mesopotamian female demon, highly dangerous and feared. She is considered to be a monster mother of all beasts of Sumerian mythology. She spied and attacked in all dark places, which is why she is associated with barbarities at night, encompassing horrible nightmares, visions, and apparitions. Lamester fed on suckling children from whom he drank all their blood and ate all their flesh, organs, and bones as a psychological revenge, a kind of revenge for her own infertility. She appeared with a thick, voluptuous, super hairy female body, lioness-like head, donkey ears and teeth, super large hands with extremely long fingers and claws, and extremely tall, thin, and sharp bird legs. Exploding amazing beings.